check, right? And so like I said, I grew up poor. I grew up dirt floor poor. I grew up in a trailer in Virginia in the middle of a field. I didn't have Indo plumbed house 15. And so my agent called me, he's like, hey, I need your banking information and your routing number. I'm gonna send you a royalty check. And I was like, why do you need my banking information? I need my routing number. What kind of scam you run? Because in Pittsburgh, you had mailed me everything. I got the $6,000 check in the mail. So I was like, well, he's like, well, Sean, I can't mail you this. I said, man, just mail the damn check. He's like, Sean, I cannot mail this type of check. And I was like, why not? I was getting angry. I was like, man, get my money. He said, it's $118,000. I was like, I'll come get it. I would get a bus. I would get a goddamn horse. And so he sends it, he wires it through. And I remember it was so you gotta understand, my bank account had never had nothing like that. The people at the bank called me when the wire went through. They're like, oh, we think there's some fraud on you. No, that's my money. They were like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. I'm on it. And so I went and get a new car. I went to the car dealership, and it was like so funny because I walked around the corner and the guy was talking to me, and there was like this very sensible Toyota Camry right there, low mileage, good safety ratings, popular mechanics, and all that stuff. And then there was this black Challenger with the Hellcat engine. I was looking at the sedan, and looking at the Challenger. Man, I've had a car like that before. I've never had a car like this before. So I went and I talked to the guy, and he was like, what kind of payment plan you want? And I said, I'll just pay for it, I guess. And he looked at me like I was talking gibberish. And he was like, okay. And I said, I'm just gonna go around the corner to the bank, get a cashier check, I'll be right back. And he was like, all right. And I knew he didn't think he was gonna see me ever again. And I went around the corner to the bank, and I came back with a check. I said, I'd like to get that Challenger. And he looked at me, he looked at me, he said, hell yeah, let's go. And so I rode home in it, and I pulled into my driveway, and my friend, I was sitting in the car with her, and she got out, and she went to the house, and I was just sitting there, and she came back, and I was crying, and she said, why are you crying? Aww. And I said, I can't believe my words did this. Yeah. The story I used to make up, and get in trouble in school for, and everything, it paid. As I was thinking about, my grandparents, and people like that, and my grandmother and my grandfather. My grandmother worked in a seafood factory for 40 years. My granny did work at a sawmill. My daddy was a fisherman for 30 years.